ready?
Are you ready? Ready, set, go. Are you ready?
Get ready.
Are you ready? Ready, set, go. Are you ready?
Get ready.
Are you ready?
Ready, set, go. Made for this and I played to win. Came a long way from the place we been. Mind on the go while they whispering. I've been putting in work, much discipline. Yeah, pass me now the astronaut.
Let's go fishing. I'm on a mission. It's so pretty, I'd sure hate to waste this chance. We'll find a shady little spot, not too cool, not too high. Perfect for a little fishing.
Well, this is Annalise. She's hanging out with the rest of the crew, with my family up in West Virginia. Where do you think they all went to? Look at their hats. They've all been to Bass Pro. They all got their Bass Pro hats on, which is a good deal. Guys, this morning I caught all my fish. Well, I caught a couple on a bear hair swim jig, which I like that bear hair swim jig. I finally found one. I had a bunch of them. I've been giving them away, and I've been making my own crawls, guys. I'm making them a little bit tougher so they'll last a little bit longer. And I hardly lost a fish this morning, guys, because I changed things around. I've been thinking about, you know, how I'll make this, because you only got an hour out here when you're out here fishing from the grass here on Okeechobee, and you got to make the best of it. These were getting tangled up in the string. I mean, this thing catches fish. They kept getting tangled up in the string, and I'd have to sit there and I can't see that well, and it's dark, and I'm trying to get it lined up. This horticator catches a lot of fish. So I got to thinking a little bit. I got a colonoscopy the other day. Oh, that's fun. If you've never done that, you got to try that out. But the nurse was a fisherman. I was talking to her, and she said, I got to put some surgical tubing in your nose before you go in there and get knocked out, you know, so for the procedure. She brought enough surgical tube in there for 10 people. I said, boy, that's going to get tangled up. She goes, nah, this stuff's pretty, it don't get tangled up. I said, okay. So I got to thinking a little bit about it, you know. As a matter of fact, if I was knocked out, I was thinking about it. Well, isn't that something? Even when they knock me out, I'm still thinking about fishing. I love to fish. But I thought, you know what, I'm out there in that grass and I get tangled up and I catch a couple fish and he'll wrap this thing up and I get tangled up and I'm working and I lose 10, 15 minutes. I said, if that's surgical tube, you know, that surgical tube, well, is that good? It is. It's that good. So what I done is I cut me off about 8 inches of surgical tube, guys. And I took 65-pound test braid. Okay, I run that right through there, run through the surgical tube, right through the middle of it, all the way down through, here, Robin. All right, there we go, maybe sweat, it's hard to do, but all the way down through, guys, all the way down through, keep running it, all the way through that surgical tube. And it comes out the other end, okay, right there. On your 65-pound test braid. And then I thought thinking, you know what, Carolina rig, you put them beads on there and they clack, 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 clack. So I took two beads after I put my surgical tube on there, took 2 beads, 1, and 2. You could even put 3 on there if you wanted to, but two's all I put on here. Okay, there's my 2 beads, surgical tube, there's my 2 beads. Then I took my horticator, which was always getting tangled up on me for some reason. Tied my horticator on here, okay? Maybe. Tie my horticator on here. You can tie this any way you want to tie it, you know, it don't matter. Just tie it. I always tie it like Palomar, trilene, whatever knots you're really comfortable with. Then come up here and snug it down tight. Snug it down tight, guys, right there. Okay, snug it down tight. Okay, there you got your horticator, and you can cut this tag end off, of course, right there. All right, you get a compact thing here. It's coming right off the straight, right? Okay, here's what you do. Pull that right down there like that, and then you can also, if you want to keep that pretty firm, is put a little piece of super glue right there. But what this does, if you throw this out there, this won't tangle up. This will not tangle up, guys. This will not tangle up. I mean, it will not tangle up. This tubing will keep it straight on here, guys, and it works. It really does. It works. And like I said, you got an hour out here at the most, and you don't want to be tangled up. I don't care if you're using a horticator, you're just using a spinner bait, or even I've even got it. I'll show you. I've even got it on my. I've even got it on my bear hair jig, guys. Look here, see here. I've even got it on my bear hair jig. I got that tubing on the bear hair jig, in which it helps slide it through there. And of course, I spray everything down with shrimp juice. That kind of helps it grease it too. But yeah, you need to try that. If you're next time you're gonna get you some tubing, get you some surgical tubing, put it on your line about 10 inches, and especially a spinner bait, and it comes through there a lot better. I use the beads on one, in the others you don't have to. You know, that slides right down on. You can also slide it down there, and I'll show you right here. Slide it down there and super glue it right there, see? And then it really ain't going to go anywhere. But yeah, right there. Surgical tube, guys, right there. On the front of your horticator, out here in the grass. It'll help your fishing 100%. I mean, I didn't have no tangles this morning. I'll show you my footage here. It was non-stop fishing. I wasn't sitting there untangling things, and the only thing I had to do is I had to replace a few trailers a few times, and I'm making my own trailers, which now, because I'm making them a little bit tougher, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting a little bit hardener on there. I got tired of them tearing up all the time, but yeah, right there, guys, surgical tube on the front of your horticator. It works. It really does work. I mean, I'm not saying no. I mean, I ain't getting nothing for this, guys. I'm just trying to help everybody out. If they're having the same problem I am, you know what I mean? But I don't care if it's a spinner bait, swim jig, or what. I mean, put that right on the front of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Put that right on the front. And if you guys got any ideas, I sure appreciate it. I mean, you send them to me. How, you know? But how I was. I'm sorry. Heck, I was knocked out and thought about this when the nurse was talking to me when I was having that colonoscopy about the surgical tubing. Ain't that awful? Is that obsession? Is that what that's called? Obsession? And I woke up and I was telling my wife about it. You know what? I got an idea about that. She said, "Is that all you think about?" I said, "No, I like college football and basketball." Anyhow, try it. You'll like it. I'm telling you that right now. Also, guys, I'll show you what I'm getting ready to go up underneath the bridge and fish a little bit for crappie. I've been catching some nice crappie. I've been catching them on this motor oil grass shrimp color, and also I've been catching them on. I'll show you here. I brought 2 packages of them on this. I call it the shiner. You can call it whatever you want. It's blue with a chartreuse tail. You know how I like that, blue and chartreuse tail. But I've been catching some nice crappie up here, so that's where I'm headed now. I'm headed up here to try to catch a few crappie. But guys, try the surgical tubing. I'm telling you, you don't have anything to lose. If you're out here in the grass and you're throwing out there, slide that surgical tube about 10 inches down here on the front of that spinner bait, and then roll it through there. If you're having trouble with the tangling, especially if it's wrapping around, and you know, getting back to this, if this thing, okay, this thing catches fish. This horticator catches fish. But if it wraps around here like this and does that like that, it won't come through the grass. It'll pick up the grass, kick that thing sideways, and the hook picks. This this does not allow it to go sideways. This tubing doesn't allow it to go sideways. It works. It really works. So anyhow, guys, like I said, I'm going under the bridge with my. I put shrimp juice in these. When I'm cooking them, I'm putting shrimp juice in them, and I'm putting them in my. I'm making bass bait stuff too, but I'm putting them in there, and it really makes a difference. I'm telling you, the shrimp juice. You know what I mean? I keep preaching on this old taster on these fish. They've got tasters. All of them do. All of them's got tasters, no matter what. What do you think? Taste, the lateral line, eyesight, vibration. I mean, they've all got it all. So that being said, also I'll show you something else I'm making real quick. Like I said, I'm making my own crawls. I'm putting a little bit of hardener in there where it holds up a little longer. And these are green pumpkin here. Let me show you. These are green pumpkin here. Yeah, I like green pumpkin. Whew, it does stink, but boy, the fish love it. And this morning, again, men, boys and girls, when I pulled up on the grass there, I turned on the live target there, and I went around. I knew it was going to be a good day. I could see fish all in there, and I could see the shad. If you're thinking about getting a live scope or live target, do it. I'm telling you, if you can afford it, do it, because it is a game changer. It's definitely a game changer. For me, it is. But I don't fish tournaments anymore. I just like playing with it, and I like taking customers out, especially with crappie, and finding fish for them. That's my job, and that thing helps me. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go under the bridge, maybe get some footage of catching some crappie. Stop in at Garrett's Tackle, guys, and pick you up some of these crappie jigs I'm making if you get a chance. I know it's not the time of the year, but it's gonna roll around here. These are tested, guys. I went out, and before I put them up there, I caught fish on them. Same way with these crawls, guys. I haven't got these. I'm not marketing these yet. I'm using them for myself. But these right here, these are a game changer too in the crappie bite. I'll show you here in a minute up there under the bridge. They really are. So, anyways, I'll see when I open her up again. I'll be underneath the bridge. Well, I got out there in the grass about 5:45, and a week and a half ago it was already daylight, so it's starting to go the other way. But yeah, I could hear a few of them busting out there. I turned on my electronics, and boy, I could see some fish. I knew I was going to have a good morning. You can see the sunrise. I think about 10 after 6 is when it started coming up over the lake, or quarter after. And about by 10 to 7, it's all the way up. That horticator acts like a buzzbait out there in the morning. I mean, it makes a lot of noise. And them fish just love it. They just jump out on top of it. There we go, that's better. All right, let's back up here. Forward range, let's go down 35 feet, guys. 35 feet right there. Maybe. There we go, 35 feet. Okay, see the fish here? In that grass over there? Right there, look at all the fish right in there, in that grass. Good deal, Lucille. All right, let's go back here again. Let's go to contrast. Let's go down just a little bit. I don't need that. A little bit of, take this contrast down here a little bit so you can see what's going on. See the fish in the grass, right outside the grass there? Good deal, guys. We're gonna have a pretty good morning. That's a big fish right there. That's a big fish. So let's back it up here. Get rid of that. There we go. Anyhow, yeah, there's some fish out here, guys. See if we can catch a few of them. All right, take this, kind of just spin it around here a little bit. Let me look around in front of this grass here. Oh yeah, see that? Oh yeah, there's fish here, guys. See them right here, swimming around. Good deal. Gonna have a good morning. There's some out here in the open too, right here. All right. Put the first one in the boat at 6:10, guys and girls, guys and gals, and I thought, man, this is tubing. Let's see if it works. Because usually after I catch one or two, they'll jump, flip around, get tangled up. But took him out, snagged another one, guys, right off the bat. So I didn't have to worry about that. That was one less thing out there in the morning in the dark, trying to catch fish. That bait, that horticator catches fish, but it will get wangled with you. But I figured out how to keep from doing it, and it works. Yeah, there's about 15 minutes there, just non-stop, just fast as I get out there, I caught a fish, you know. Which, you know, they're not giants. I mean, but you never know. You come in there and sometimes there's anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds. But these ones here are about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Normal grass fish, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys don't like catching them. I do. I like catching fish. I don't care what size they are. Fish on, guys, fish on. Got another one on there. Yeah, they were hitting good this morning, guys. I mean, just you know, just pulling that through the grass real slow. Now that's a little better fish right there. I'm going to show you here. Show you my setup here. Show you the tubing. Yeah. Try to straighten up my camera a little bit. There, but I'm gonna show you the tubing on the front of it. There's the horticator. There's the tubing. Tubing don't bother it a bit. I mean, they still just jump right on top of it.
Black and blue.
A horticator is a fish catching bait. Now I'm telling you right now, you can get them at Garrett's Tackle Shop. You know,
See them on the screen up there. There's all kinds of
shit,
fish
you
right
put get that surgical tubing. You can get it at Walmart. They use for aquariums and everything else, but the smaller the better. You know, you don't need no real big thick stuff. You know, just the thinner the better. Just something to keep that line from tangling up on that bait. And it was really nice this morning. I didn't have to untangle that thing, you know, every 5 minutes. And also spinner baits do the same thing. I mean, you know, just using a regular spinner bait, if you're out there, it'll do the same thing. It'll wrap around here and it'll get, if it wraps around here and then it goes sideways, it gets tangled up. You know, it gets tangled up. So, but this is the way to do it, guys, especially first thing in the morning. You can fish. You don't have to worry about, you know, anything else. Just catching fish. Another nice one, guys. That's another nice fish. lasted about an hour this morning, which is good. I mean, you know, sometimes you only get 15 minutes. I mean, it depends on the cloud cover and other stuff, but it lasted about an hour this morning, and caught some nice fish. Didn't catch no giants. Didn't even have no big ones, really big ones on. I only lost a couple this morning because that tubing really works on the Horticator and just spinner baits. And like I said, I even had it on my swim jig, you know, but it works. You know, when I first went out, it was rough this morning, but then as it got a little bit lighter, it kind of leveled out a little bit. It wasn't really that rough. Put me another trailer on there. I caught one, had one of my trailers. I'll show you here in a minute. Had one of my trailers down his mouth, and he went and come up and grabbed another one. He pulled it off the bait, and then I threw it out there, and he caught it, and he hooked another one. You know. Again, boys and girls, you want to do this, give me a call, you know, at 304-398-5215, and we'll come out there in the grass, and we'll catch some and take a couple dozen shiners with us, and the grass bite stops, we'll go back out in deep water and catch them. So, yeah, it's a blast. If you like catching fish, I mean, down here in the summertime on Lake Okeechobee, it's a blast. I mean, you know, getting in the grass and going up in deep water and trying to get one, you know, get a personal best up there. And just a good morning of fishing. I only do half days, guys. I don't do all days on this summertime thing. I only fish till half a day, 11 o'clock, and then it gets too hot. But, yeah, give me a call at 304-398-5215, guys.
Kind of died down, so I run in underneath the bridge and caught a few specks, crappie underneath there, and on my baits, just to show you I could do it. You know, it's just I was using grass shrimp, motor oil, and I was also using the blue one and catching a few. But yeah, it started getting really hot, and I don't like the heat. So it was, at that time, it was about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I was getting ready to hang her up. But yeah, I got on my live target, and there's fish all over the place there. There's no doubt there's fish here. Here's a mess of crappie a gentleman sent me a picture of. He caught yesterday morning underneath the bridge. They're nice fish. I mean, he was down there jigging. Cal caught them.